אנגלית, תשס"ט, מועד ב', שאלון ג', מודיול C, גרסה א'. הוראות מיוחדות. 1. עליך לכתוב את כל תשובותיך בגוף השאלון במקומות המיועדים לכך. 2. כתוב את כל תשובותיך באנגלית ובעת בלבד. אסור להשתמש בטיפקס. 3. בתום הבחינה, החזר את השאלון למשגיח. ההנחיות בשאלון זה מנוסחות בלשון זכר ומכוונות לנבחנות ולנבחנים כאחד.
Access to information from written text.
הבנת הנקרא. קרא את הקטע שלפניך וענה על השאלות 1 עד 10.
Read the report below and then answer questions 1 to 10. Should drivers stop using a cell phone while driving? Everyone knows that driving with only one hand on the steering wheel is dangerous because the driver doesn't have enough control over the car. For that reason, many countries have made it illegal for drivers to use a cell phone that they hold in their hand. However, Dr. Susan Parker, a researcher on driving safety, claims that this is not enough. She says it is dangerous to use even a hands-free phone, one that allows drivers to keep both hands on the wheel. In fact, statistics show that drivers who use a cell phone are 4 times more likely to have an accident than other drivers. Dr. Parker explains that when you drive and talk on the phone, your mind is distracted and you don't pay attention to the road. Dr. Parker used a driving simulator to study the effects of cell phone conversations on drivers. Half of the participants talked on a cell phone, and the other half talked to a passenger in the car. To find out how carefully they drove, the 2 groups were asked to perform some task, like reaching a certain address or driving through busy streets. The researchers also checked how fast drivers reacted to problems on the road. When Dr. Parker compared the results of both groups, she found that talking on a cell phone is more distracting than talking to someone in the car. This was true for both a hands-free phone and a handheld phone. When you talk to someone sitting next to you, you drive more safely than when you talk to someone on a cell phone, says Dr. Parker. Dr. Parker also checked how talking on the phone affected drivers' reactions. She found out that drivers who talked on the phone looked straight ahead without checking the mirrors. This caused them to be less aware of what was happening around them and to react slowly to problems on the road. Dr. Parker concludes that drivers should stop using a cell phone while driving. It's not easy to change driving habits, but I'm optimistic, she said. We managed to convince drivers to use seat belts, and I am sure we can convince them to change this habit as well.
ענה באנגלית על השאלות 1 עד 10 על פי הקטע שקראת ועל פי ההוראות בשאלות.
Answer questions 1 to 10 in English according to the report and the instructions. 1. Why do people think that it is dangerous for drivers to talk on a phone held in their hand? Lines 1 to 9. 2. According to Dr. Parker, why do drivers who talk on the phone have more accidents? Give 1 reason. Lines 1 to 9. 3. What was the difference between the 2 groups of drivers in Dr. Parker's study? Complete the sentences. Lines 10 to 14. 1. One group, 2. The other group, 4. Circle the number of the correct answer. Reaching a certain address, line 13, is mentioned as an example of a task that 1. Drivers do easily almost every day. 2. Often caused car accidents in the study. 3. Participants in the study had to do. 4. Drivers perform with the help of a cell phone. 5. Put a V by the 2 correct answers, lines 10 to 14. In Dr. Parker's study, researchers checked 1. 1. How long drivers talked on cell phones. 2. How safely the participants were driving. 3. If drivers used their cell phone when they had problems. 4. In which hand participants held the cell phone. 5. How long it took drivers to react to road problems. 6. If drivers stopped the car to answer the phone. 6. Circle the number of the correct answer, lines 15 to 19. What did Dr. Parker's study show about talking on a hands-free phone? 1. It is more distracting than talking to a passenger. 2. It is less dangerous than talking on a handheld phone. 3. Drivers like to talk on a hands-free phone in the car. 4. People drive safely when they use a hands-free phone. 7. According to lines 20 to 23, what was the reason that drivers who talked on the phone paid less attention to the road? 8. Circle the number of the correct answer, lines 24 to 27. Dr. Parker is optimistic about changing drivers' habits because, 1. Drivers have changed their habits in the past. 2. Most drivers want to make the change. 3. It's easy to change people's habits. 4. She hopes the law will be changed. 9. Circle the number of the correct answer. In lines 24 to 27, Dr. Parker uses the phrase, change this habit as well. What is the habit that she is talking about? 1. Checking the mirrors while driving. 2. Driving with one hand on the wheel. 3. Using the cell phone while driving. 4. Using the seatbelt in the car. 10. Circle the number of the correct answer. What is the most important thing we learn from this report? 1. Drivers may use a cell phone if they keep both hands on the wheel. 2. Using the cell phone while driving is always dangerous. 3. A driving simulator can be used to study drivers' habits. 4. It is dangerous to talk to a passenger while driving.
בהצלחה.